Hi, this is Bert Kenister. I'm here again with Rob Burton. We're bringing you the Midwest Challenge. This is a team event from Missouri. It's sponsored by Diamond Billiard Tables, Bass Pro Shops, Anglers Lodge, which is a nice place to stay. And we're bringing you the Midwest Challenge, the Midwest Cup 9 ball, Team Eason Series. Here we go. Aaron
Bert.
Skievers, hi, versus Terry.
All right, what a break.
Okay,
Nice
what's
tough
going
on
on?
one.
Dennis's place in Springfield, Missouri. We need to see this in real time, Rob.
We do.
Yep. Yep. You still there?
I'm still here. Do you see a safety or do you see a bank? I see a two-way shot.
Hey, this isn't real time, is it?
It is not real time.
We gotta do it in real time.
Next time we're going
Okay.
to take a few minutes.
I see a two-way shot.
I do too. That wasn't what I saw as a two-way shot,
Nope, that's a safety all the way. You were correct again. Whoops, wait a minute.
but
This is a diamond table, but at that speed, I can't really tell what's happening here. Let me readjust my fuel to air mix.
all right, I think we got an open shot here. The real pocket.
No, he's going to make the. I bet he makes this ball.
I think he's going to make the one. He's in good shape.
Really?
Why
How's he
not?
going to get on the three?
Just go to the side rail
Ooh,
on the table.
okay. I don't think he's sure. Yeah, well, here he goes. He's opening fire.
See.
Coming around three rails. There was somebody, I taught how to do that today. And one of these pseudo instructors was telling him, you never do that. You only draw that ball back, please.
Right.
Please. You think he's going to make this, Rob?
I think there's a safety landing the cue ball behind the four, getting the three ball
That's
down
not bad.
down to this area.
I wouldn't try to make this ball. Skievers at the table. I think his biggest job right here is to leave his opponent with nothing. It looks different from this side of the
It
table.
sure does.
I might cut this ball. Alvin,
I
get
would
out
try.
of the way.
I'd try and cut it. I bet you try and bank it. I'll bet you can bank that. It's business.
I don't know. I'd have a chance. It depends on the speed of the table. How can you know?
It's a diamond.
And it's a diamond, yeah. Well, he played safe, yeah, and I like that. He brought it all the way down there, and now, yeah, in some worlds, that's all she wrote. We're gonna have to buy Alvin a couple of cameras to match up.
And let's get him a beer. He's traveling around and videoing all these things. All right, this
I'll
looks
get
good.
him. Let's not get him started.
All right, this should
No,
be it.
I think he should be out. Yeah, he should be
So
out.
too.
Just roll up here a couple of inches.
Yep.
You know, a good center ball roll. Make sure that you don't roll it too far. He's sitting it above center. He doesn't know about that, but
No, he
he's
landed
okay.
it straight. He's okay.
He's perfect. He's got an angle.
I can't tell. You're better at looking at the angle on the TV. I can't
Well, he didn't have much of an angle.
tell. Maybe I can't tell. There we go. That looks nice. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's how you.
He's right where he needs to be to get what he wants. I can't tell you how many times I've been there in my life and ended up with not what I want. But I remember both of them fondly.
All right, that was a good rock. That was a good first round.
It was a good rag. Poolaholic.com apparel, it's the best in the business. You can't have enough of it. Angler's Lodge is really nice. You can do some fishing down there.
What's it like? I've never been there.
Oh, it's a 5-star fishing joint next to the Bass Pro Shop.
Oh,
I
that
mean,
sounds great.
yeah, it's part of the Bass. It's all four or 5 stars. Bass Pro Shops are, I think they just made a deal with Cabela's, so I don't know what they call them anymore.
All right, rack number 2.
Ooh,
Who's got a
the
better
nine. It
ball?
was the nine. It was the nine.
Nine.
That's how I like to win.
He got a ball in, but this doesn't look too friendly. Gotta be
So he
clever.
can push. He can push. Oh, it looks different from over here.
To push, you need a good plan.
Well, I don't think he had any plan except to make the five. The five's not that hard. It really isn't. You can shoot straight at that ball with right English. That spin will make the one ball go offline enough to pocket that five relatively easy. Doesn't
Well,
look like what. Huh? Go ahead.
that's interesting. When you do that, that's really interesting because you got to figure out where the one ball is going. You're hitting on your next ball.
Well, you draw the ball down to this rail. The one ball's coming around 2 rails, so you draw it all the way straight back and hit it hard. Maybe you'll luck in another ball. He's not doing that though, so he's
But that
trying to
worked
get
okay.
behind. Hey,
That
hey,
worked
they
okay.
hit it good. They hit pretty good. That's pretty good. Hey, the kick's there, You can kick that one ball in like 3 or 4 out of 10. He probably does not know that.
I personally have been meaning to put a ball in front of my cue ball and shoot every shot over a ball for years, and I've never done it. It would be really good to be accurate at that.
You're gonna let me tell you, I've done that. I know what it feels like. After 100 or so shots, the muscles in your shoulders freeze up solid.
I
They
believe
do.
it.
The pain is incredible. Really. The pain is incredible. It takes 6 or 8 weeks to be able to do that with any authority with the pain to leave.
I believe it. But man,
I'm
what an
telling the truth.
advantage. What an
It
advantage.
is.
If you don't get scared about being over a ball, you don't worry about your accuracy.
That's shot number 25 on a 60-minute workout, videos.bertkinister.com. I should have never put it on there. It's too hard for God, and I'm expecting men to be able to do it.
Did you do it on the tape? Did you execute
Oh,
it?
yeah, are you kidding? Look at shot number 25 on a 60-minute workout. I'll give you 6 weeks to duplicate that one. I should never put it on there.
I'm not taking you up on it.
I got a ball froze on the rail. I got another ball froze. What's he going to do? It's 3-4. Where's the five going? Side
Side.
pocket. It has to go on the side. Well, it doesn't matter right now. It will in a moment. He's looking at the table as though the table regurgitated with malice. He's got one of those composite shafts, that's for sure. Have you used any of those, Rob?
I've tr- I have tried them all, and I got to tell you, not one of them spoke to me.
Well,
Really?
if you can find one that talks, just hold it where it is, and I will be up.
No, I mean it. I play with an old Joss, and honestly, it hits just fine. They don't feel any different to me. I can't tell the difference.
You mean you don't want to spend $500 on a composite shaft now that they've made them smooth? Here he comes, spinning out of the turn. He's going for home. Bubblegum is sticking to the rail. Underwear's bringing up the rear. I can't help it, folks.
All
Without
right, here
comic
comes a
relief.
tester. Here
You
comes the
think he's going to
tester.
cut this down the table?
I
Does he
tried.
know it's dead cross corner? That ball's dead cross corner. Stop it stone cold right there and shoot the nine on the side. I'm not kidding. Better than that. That ball was dead cross corner. But I'm a banker.
You're you're a great man. The rest of us humans, I'd be cutting that all day and night.
I tried to do the least amount possible with the cue ball. I would have banked that ball for sure.
There we go. That's a nice
Uh,
hit.
yeah, well, he didn't have to do much. So that's Team Hines versus Team East. It's 1-1. So this is a team event. These guys are just playing their match. Diamond billiard tables. Greg Sullivan, one of the best guys in the whole business. The Roku channel. Go to YouTube for the Roku or for the Inside Pool videos. Don't
There's a
go to the
lot.
Roku channel anymore. I mean, there's a few there, but not much. We're trying to get it all together. You can't imagine what it takes to make it in this business.
I gotta suggest, if you are watching this and you haven't gone through the Inside Pool videos, there's some wonderful old matches there. Really wonderful old matches. It's really worth digging through that channel and finding some of the great matches there.
Yeah, those are all Big Fights Incorporated. I own the rights to all of those. I do.
I know it.
I spent the money, and there they are. No, it's the old matches. You can learn a lot, but kids don't like to watch. It's a kids game now. This is
It's a
a
shame.
kids game for computer programmers.
Well, I guess I'm the right guy.
You
But
haven't been
seriously,
a kid in 25 years.
fair enough. Fair enough. I,
I'm still a kid.
I tell you though, those old matches, those old guys knew how to play. They really, you gotta watch, see if you can pick something up.
It's hard to play like they did, Rob.
Yeah, it is.
Much harder than the modern game. It was an art form then. Now it's athletic.
It is.
Everybody thinks they're an athlete,
It is.
and they
But
are.
no one's playing into their 60s and 70s at the top level.
No, by the time they're 50, they're trying to figure out how to teach. Come here, young man. I got something to show you because I can't do it anymore.
All right. Well, this is a bit of a tricky table. If he can get somehow, he's got to get away onto that three ball.
Can he see the two? Yeah, he can see the whole two.
Two. He can see the two, and there might be a one rail shot off the two ball and pot that 3-9. Pot
Or
the nine.
you hit to the left of the cube of the two ball onto the rail first with full right English. That'll knock the two ball back down table, and the cue ball will move over kind of behind the five. You
Yep.
see it?
Yep.
That's the kind of thing. If you really want to beat people that can run out, you got to see that. And if you're playing people that can run, well, you're not gambling, so it's all right.
All right. Let's see what he's selecting here.
Well, he's going to hit it, and he's going to play safe. He's going to hit. He's going to hit the left side of it from his perspective, or he
Probably do
was.
okay. You could probably do a lot. Well,
I think he's going to hit the left. Well, he probably scratch. He probably doesn't have the courage for that.
I wonder if he can see enough of it to just cut it into the bottom right pocket and come up above the three.
Well, hey, I like that best of all, but he's putting right English on it. And that right English is real hard to control at that distance. Now you make the 2-6,
Yeah.
and then you make the 2, and you've got the 3-9 in the corner if you know how to make it. The 3 has to hit the rail before the 9 ball. Let's see what this guy does. The 9 ball is a give me if you know what to do. Do you see that? Do you realize that 9 ball is a give me?
I do. I do.
Okay.
It's hard to see. I don't know if everyone
But
sees it out there.
it has to do with speed. If you're going to hit the 3 first, it has, but if you're going to hit the 3 into the rail and cut it in, you're supposed, I don't know. I get excited. I want to shoot. It's my turn, no?
The other way to shoot it, I think what he's looking at is he wants to thin that 3 ball and just go full head on into the 9.
It's not going to happen. He's not going to live long enough for that to happen. That's a nice thought, kid. I'm probably wrong again. Let's see what he really does. His shaft costs more than 2 of my cue sticks. He got just where he wants to be to do what you said he's looking at. Let's see what happens. I predict that he has no chance to make that coming off of the 3 ball.
You got to hit this real nice.
You can't be done. From what I'm seeing, it can't be done.
I think if you can get into the 3 and not have the 3 touch the 9, you got a chance. But
I don't believe he has a chance in the world.
I don't think you can do it from. Right.
Look how
Looking
deep the shelves are on these diamond tables.
That's pretty tough.
Yeah, you've got to hit the 3 first. You can hit the 3 into the rail. It'll come off the rail and cut. Oh yeah, you hit the. What happened?
That was unfortunate. That looks like it's going to be a loss. That was unfortunate.
He missed. I didn't even see it. What happened?
Hit it. Well, he hit it, and he hit it pretty hard. And
You
the
saw it?
I saw it, but you're right. That shelf is very deep, and you got to get past the lip, or it's not going to happen.
Did I blink? What happened?
You blinked.
I blinked. Well, at least I could still blink. No, that was a foregone conclusion. Team, who do you like? Who do you think's gonna? You've seen these guys hit a couple of balls.
I
spent
them,
more.
Honestly, I find them pretty evenly matched so far from what I've seen. It's hard. I can't tell you who I think is going to win at this point.
I'll give you either one you like for 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked the guy ahead.
Oh, you're better than me. All right, the other guys. I picked the other guys. This guy scratched on the break.
He did, and here comes the 2. It's even with ball, it's to scratch the ball in hand. It's no fun for me. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
You got it. The code.
Yeah, whatever you do.
He's doing 2 in the 3 in the corner, 4 in the corner, 5 in the corner.
I bet he plays position for 5 in the side. I'll give you 100 on that. If he gets that far, I bet he plays position for 5 in the side.
I bet you're right. You know why? Because he's not Earl.
Well, it's because most people use the side pockets. I'm afraid of them.
I put a pool table in my house, Bert, and there's no room. It's a pandemic. So I just put in what I could do. I put in what I could do, and I can't use the side pockets. I just can't. If I put a cue, it goes from the wall al- against the long rail. It goes from the wall right to the center dot. So there's just no hope. And honestly, I don't miss them. I do not miss them. I never thought I'd say that, but I don't
It's
miss
fun.
them.
It's fun not to miss. Well, he does. He's looking at that thing as though it's sentient. He's sentencing him to the chair. My my picture's going off and on. I'm seeing little teeny squares of reality.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm
Well,
in a I'm in I'm in the Higgs field.
I think he's going to draw this down to the 4, and then we'll see if he plays the 5 and 7.
He's going forward.
Hey, you did the right way. That's so much more controllable. That's why it's the right way. It's not
Hey,
just a preference.
you follow for dough, you draw for show. And he's going to play that. Well, he's on the corner. He's in the corner,
I
like
played in the
like
corner.
predicted.
I played in
If
the
he
corner.
cuts it in
And
the
in the
side,
side.
I won't
He's cutting
believe
into
it.
the side. He's cutting
He
into the side.
started out aiming for the side. He better stop that. Man, my whole thing's going on and off, on and off. I told you he's going to shoot it this side. That's like saying I don't want any money. I don't want to win. I
Well,
want to make that ball. That's all I want to do is make that ball.
let's talk about it for a second. So what happened is the cue ball had to travel half a table and then all the way back half a table. And if he had shot it in the corner, his travel would have been maybe 6 inches at most.
At the most, at the most.
And that's why it's a better
But yeah,
shot.
look, but see, he saw this. I didn't see this. If I'd known I could stick it there, I might have shot it this side.
Anyway, you got to minimize the cue ball movement as hard. It's
Honest to God,
hard
I'm in the
to lose
middle
it.
of a Higgs field down here, and
Oh,
it's all interconnected in 5-dimensional space. There are points.
all right. Well, what's the shot here?
Roll it real soft, straight into the ball. Drive the 7 ball to the rail and leave the cue ball frozen to the 6, and see how his opponent likes it.
That's a clever shot.
I'm a clever guy.
I wouldn't have been that clever.
How would you like it if the guy froze it to the 6 and put the 7 on the end rail on you?
Well, it'd be a head scratcher, that's for sure.
Well, you wouldn't expect that. Number one, he would have done something. He would have done something to you you wouldn't have known how to do or wouldn't have expected. So now you think he's smarter than you.
Yeah, that's a good shot. That's a good shot.
Yeah, I like that for either that. No, that's not. I like that.
I think that's the
I
best shot on the table.
I do too. That's what I'd be looking at.
My
Oh,
initial thought, my
go
initial
ahead.
thought was to either hide it behind the 9, but that's too hard, or just get it to the end rail and come 3 rails with the cue ball back to the other end. But I
Yeah,
like yours.
yeah, cut it thin. Yeah, but mine's the simplest thing to do.
Yeah,
What is it? Occam's razor. The simplest solution is the solution.
yeah.
Oh. Well, that could have been a whole lot worse if his opponent. Hmm. No, it couldn't have been much worse, could it?
Nope.
This guy's missed before shots. Pretty simple, right?
Yep. So, but back to that safety. The way you were suggesting playing it is almost foolproof.
It's the simplest thing to do. By the way, folks, Occam's my barber.
All right, there we go.
If you were seeing what I'm seeing, oh my lord, as God is my judge. Tom. I'm in the middle of a Higgs field here in five-dimensional space.
Can't see it.
Well, I mean, no, squares are popping up there's points everywhere. They have no rotation.
I don't know why.
Well, that's good. BurtKinnister.com, that's me.
That's you. That's you.
That is me. I'll bet you if you go to videos.burtkinnister.com and you do what's on some of those videos, you learn to play better than anybody else that you know. But why would you do that? It might cost you, 11 cents a day,
Well,
an hour maybe. I don't know. What's $35 a month divided into minutes?
I don't know, but I do know I have I have gotten a lot of benefit from just doing shot number one on your first workout.
Everybody that has done
Recommend
it
it.
has.
I cannot recommend that highly enough.
I can't emphasize highly enough what I'm looking at. Honest to God. I
No,
I
I
have
think
squares popping up everywhere.
I'm sorry to hear there's technical problems on your end, Bert.
There
There's been
are.
a ball made, I think, on every break. Maybe there was one that didn't have a
Well,
ball
this is
go
a
down.
diamond table with clean balls. Remember the last time we did commentary?
Hmm.
You couldn't move the balls with a beaver.
Yep,
I don't know why I said
I don't either.
that.
All right, this looks pretty good. This is a pretty runnable table.
It is a pretty runnable table, and me and my ignorance would be trying to figure out how to make the nine after this two ball. I would. I want. Once you put two or three of those on somebody, and you just keep hammering them, you know, it takes all the air out of their sails.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does. At least I'm having fun. He's shooting a three ball. That can't be the two, then, is it? That's
that, well, it's got to be the two.
well, it's blue and it has a two in it, doesn't it?
I thought it did.
Well, what
I
is
still
it then?
think it does. I don't know what it can be if it's not a
Gotta
two.
be a six then.
Oh,
What?
maybe he couldn't see enough of it and he was blocked on it. And that was a push in.
That was a push
That
out.
was a push in.
He took
That
so
was
much time, I forgot he just broke. This should be Sayonara Denaro. Oh no, I'm thinking of the three. He shot the three. Here's another one. Most people do this wrong. You come up behind it with high English and kick it up here by the seven and the three. And the high English will turn into low English off the rail and stick right there. Or you can play the eight, but that's the low percentage shot.
I think, well, I certainly didn't until you started talking about kicking all these balls for safes. I think it's such a good way to go. Most people
You,
don't consider it.
they
Oh,
don't.
it's,
Hey.
but man, it gives you a whole other angle on the ball that you didn't think you had.
And you usually don't have to hit them as hard. And it's not as difficult as you think. And it's how to get paid. I'd be
Yeah,
looking at the nine ball here too.
I'd be looking at carom here.
Yes, absolutely the carom. The only thing you can really do wrong here is put any left or right on this. You
Ball to
certainly
ball.
don't want high. This is center ball, and the correct hit on the two pockets that nine ball.
Anytime ball to ball, there's no reason for English.
Rarely, 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 barely, barely. How does your garden go? Oh, it's
Mary, Mary. All right,
yeah,
let's see it.
quite
Let's see it.
contrary.
See him do this. He's going to do a bank shot, isn't he? Cross corner. Or he's going to cut it in. He's not going to.
Well, he got all right. He did get all right. He got all right. Now's when the game can get interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you
There's a
think? What do you think? What
possibility.
do you think?
I think you can pot that two, move the eight.
Grr, grr.
Pot the two, move the eight.
That's the
Or,
seven. That's the seven.
oh, it's a seven. Sorry.
My buddy Rob's colorblind. He really is.
That's not a joke.
And he cannot pot the two and hit the seven. He has to take one or the other. But I would never shoot at that two ball.
You got a good safety in mind here?
I'm looking. I drive the two to the end rail on one side of the three, and I let the cue ball roll up behind the seven. So I'd be behind the seven with the cue on the other, next to the three. Well, I would never let it go down there. Bad things can happen like that. But now he's going to have to let the cue ball go if he thinks he's going to break up that 3-7. I'm getting dyslexia from the Higgs field. I am. I, Higgs is the baseball field that I used to play on when I was a kid, fellers.
Higgs Diamond?
The Higgs field, yeah.
Oh, well, this is now a tough table.
You know what you do here, and it's easy for a one-pocket player.
I don't. What do you do here?
You play two rails. You come off of what is his left rail on the left. No, 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 the other side. And you hit the rail before the three. You come all the way back down there. I just went dark for a second. Never do this. Children, never do this. Never, ever, ever, ever do this. Now he has tons of options. The kick at that ball towards it was so simple. Well, he didn't take a lot of time with it, but I can't tell anymore.
Oh,
You play this two rails, freeze the cue ball right where the three is. Come 2, 3 rails, leave the three ball behind the five and the four and the eight down there. It's not that hard. It looks hard, but once you go those two rails into those rails, they slow it down a lot. You have to remember, every time you hit a rail, it takes 65% of the energy out of the ball. I'm gonna sneeze.
I'm going to watch and see what he's going to do here. There's no, I don't see any great options, but that's a reflection of, bless you.
No tsunami, but it was an earthquake. Jeez. I'm gonna die, folks.
Not yet. You got to finish the commentary.
Arr,
Who knows?
arr.
There's more to do. Don't die yet.
They come in series of seven. There's nothing I can do about it.
You get him in
They
the
should
tree.
never have sent me that martini. Holy cow.
Well, I think the best you can, or the best I can see here is to just separate those balls onto those short.
It's just, it's two rails. That's not it.
I would have put the three where the cue ball is and the cue ball way back where the eight is, if it could. That was seven. You're done.
Really?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh. Are you sure that was seven?
I thought it was. Well, if he bounces off the long rail and he's accurate, he might be able to move that 4 out and leave the cue ball tied up at the 8-5.
I hope so. Listen to him, Lord. That's an intelligent man. You think that was a good hit?
That didn't work out.
They're gonna let it go. There you go.
That's it.
I'm dying here. Take over a minute.
Allergies, huh?
Catfish, what the hell is wrong?
All right, I see a safety coming here. I see a safety. He might be able to get that 4 ball way up to the other rail and leave the cue ball behind. 5-8. That's definitely 7 sneezes.
Man, I'm a dead man, Patch.
Well, I think he's going to try and pot this ball. He's going to pocket it. You know, that might be a pretty okay move. He can move the 5 ball out, get the 5 in the side or in the corner, and then go up table. See what happens. You know, that's okay. With that ball in the middle of the table with all that air around it, it's pretty small. It's our David.
Jesus God.
Bless you. You know, you could view this shot, I think. You could view this. Top right corner is sort of the origin, and this is a 3-railer. The cue ball would have just hit near the second diamond on the left rail, and he could complete that and hit that ball. Going the other way. I think he's got short rail near him, diamond number 1, and then into the 2 ball. I don't know if you can count this one.
Well, I'm back, but I don't know for how long.
What do I know? He just pocketed that thing. That was a
Oh,
great shot.
You know, all he has to do is realize that ball straight in, play to hit it forward high, and go woof, 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 woof. Kids, I promise you, once I get out of quarantine, which I've been in for a long time, I'm going to bring you some of the best 9-foot table matches that you've ever seen in spots you don't know exist with players that you know.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I get lucky.
He might. There he is. Oh, now, you're going to have to let everything go here. You can tap it. You could do this. You could do that. But there is a kiss on
There's
the
a
9.
kiss off the 9. Yeah, absolutely. Straight in.
You can play to make the 9 ball cross side and bring the 7 ball all the way down table. Or, no, that's the right shot. To give yourself a chance to win from here.
You play the 7 into the rail, into the 9, and then into the pocket. Like a
No,
10.
no. Play the kiss off the 7. Hit the 7 real thin so you have a chance to make the 9 cross side and then the seven will come straight down the table to this
I
end of
see.
the table. We hope. That's what I'd be. I mean, it's not a given. It'd be a hard shot.
I don't think he's gonna
He's
try
not
what you're
doing that. Well,
suggesting.
you cannot cut it. Well, watch him cut it. I'm not saying it's impossible, children. I call everybody children. Oh my God! If you saw what I just saw, you'd think we're being invaded. I'm serious. I'm an analog mind in a digital world, and I'm right.
This is very tough.
When I was young, they let we just used to get all the way up there. You had to be able to play on your knees if you were going to beat anybody. Really, serious. You get up there, man. You. I've seen people bring water up on top of the table so they wouldn't, die of thirst.
So you'd come thin into this seven and hit the nine, huh? With the cue ball?
You have a chance to win that way or not.
Might.
When you hit the nine as hard as you can, if it keeps it, what happens if it never stops rolling?
It'll hit a pocket. Eventually it will hit a pocket.
Okay, well,
Yep.
there's no chance to win from what he's doing. He doesn't know he's having problems figuring out what to do. So when you don't have it, if you have a chance to win, take it. If you don't know what else to do, if you can hit that nine hard, the only thing that can keep it out of the pocket is it running out of momentum. Well, I say I'm going to have an epilepsy attack if this thing keeps going on like this.
It's gonna come around.
Let's see what this is. I guess he's playing a
He's playing a
reroute.
safe. He's got it loaded up with English. He missed the entire ball. He went in the side pocket. He spent a lot of time to figure that out, right?
He did.
Everybody out there in TV, oh, this is YouTube land, knows what's going to happen here. There you go. Hey. So that's a good advertisement for the composite cubes.
The folks that I know who use them like the energy transfer. That's what they all call it.
Yeah, but you know enough physics to know what that means.
Like I say, I honestly, I can't, between my cue from 1994 and this cue, I can't tell enough of a difference.
Well, let me ask you a question. You're a relatively educated guy. Is there anything you can do to change the laws of physics? Mass times velocity equals force, right?
That's true.
And all of the forces combined when they're centered into something that creates power, right?
Correct.
Does it have any idea? Are materials part of that?
Materials are not intelligent. Just
They
because
have nothing to do with that, do they?
they do not.
So the point is actually moot.
Somewhat it is. I could see an argument that you could say that the wood absorbs more energy or what have you. But
Blah 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 blah.
I personally didn't experience it. To me, they
Blabbity,
feel about the same.
blabbity, blah, blah. You don't want to get us on a stage with me, kid.
Hey, I'm agreeing. I just say they feel the same to me. I can't tell enough to make it worthwhile.
And the wood, with its flexion, it's not, you're natural, it's natural. You get a feeling from wood. I've hit a few, they work. I mean, they hit the ball, it took them a lot of years to come up with that, where it actually was smooth between, there's nothing wrong with them, except they cost $500. And then people think 11.8 and 3.4, these are going to change. They're not going to change your games.
Well,
Well, maybe they will, man. You know, this is the time to accessorize your game. That's why we don't have any of those guys up there. Poolaholic.com is the best clothes in the business. It you know there's no way to get a better pool table than Diamond products.
that is absolutely true.
That is the truth.
When you play on a diamond table, you know it.
You do know it. You do know it. You know by the way it hits the pot. You know, a Gold Crown is a tremendous table. And I've never played on a Kson, so I don't know. Is it Kson they got now?
I don't
There
know how
was
you
a predecessor to that was, you know, uh,
Rassel. I
Rasen.
don't.
Is it
I don't know how you
Rasen?
pronounce it. I don't know how
Kson
you
was
pronounce it.
okay. Well, there was a Kson before there was a Rasen, or there's a Rasen before there was a Kson. It's hard to hit that point at that angle.
Yeah.
Here I am again, man. I'm playing the 9. I played a 5 into the rail, bring the cue ball back down to the end rail, and try and hope that 9 ball, the 5 goes off the rail into the 9, pockets the 9, or stops on the Brunswick in the middle of this table down there, in the middle of the end rail. He's not doing that, that's for sure. He's playing the 9. I give him a lot of credit for playing that 9 ball. Uh-oh.
I think he might have to throw that ball in with a bit of left-hand English.
You think he'd make that ball?
I guess not. He's looking at a jump, so I think he can't see enough of it.
How about playing the cue ball 3 rails around and making a 9?
How about
That might be above my pay grade.
it? Well, this ought to be it. Good odds this is it.
Still got to get on that 7 where you can get on the 8. And he's where he needs to be unless he overhits it. God, we can. Oh,
It's so important to get on the right side of the shot
the,
line.
the correct side.
The correct side. Yeah, that was nice. That was nice.
This is hard.
It is.
You got to make sure you don't scratch. More than the left hand English you put on it, it's the amount of low English you put on it that avoids the scratch. You notice the 7 is not touching the rail. So if you hit it with straight low at the correct speed, it will back up before it touches the rail. It'll come down for the 8 and has no chance of scratching. 3 rails around's not wrong either, kid. Come on. No, he didn't. I thought he was playing at 3 rails around, but on the 7-foot table, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nice shot. And I like that speed. Just past the side pockets here. Chance.
Okay. Good out. Was that it?
Tied up.
3-3.
3-3.
All right. Now who do you like for 100?
I still find it very even.
Oh, you're not taking
I think
anybody.
both of these. I think both. I'm not making any money, but I think both of these teams have a good chance of
Winning this match.
yeah, I really do.
I think it's pretty even too. I do too.
I think this is going to come down as many matches do to who makes one fewer mistake, who makes one more mistake.
Sounds like life.
Yes. Well, the difference between great pool and mediocre pool can honestly just be one or two shots.
No,
Doesn't have to be.
most matches hinge on a shot.
Yeah. It does not have to be crappy play for half the match. It's just
No,
one or two shots.
uh,
That's the difference.
matches hinge on one shot. When you start to play the speed, matches hinge on a shot. I swear, I am going to have an epileptic attack here. Well, it should be a roadmap from here. The eight's tough.
Yeah.
That was a good shot.
Yep.
That was a good shot.
Well, rubber is going to meet the road in a minute here.
It's so cold where I am, the rubber hasn't met the road in 3 days.
Got a lot of snow.
Oh, God.
Cold, huh?
It's cold and yeah, a lot of snow. There's more than 10 feet of snow. I have a front loader come in and it's more than 10 feet of snow piled up against the garage.
That's crazy. Build a fort.
Oh, yeah, that's why I'm going to go live in a snow fort. You think I could find a Swedish girl crawling there with me?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure the answer to that's no.
Ooh.
No, he hit it all right. He hit it all right. If he makes the eight, the position's foolproof. And that's what you're really looking for, is if you pocket a ball, the position is foolproof. That's the angle that you are looking for. Whoa. If you're seeing what I'm
Tell me,
seeing, I don't know how you're still conscious.
tell me how you really feel about that angle.
Now, if you pocket the ball at the right speed, hey, it's impossible to get bad on it.
Scratch on
You
that
got to
side.
overhit it. You like that. So you hit it as hard as you want, and it comes back through. I remember when I was alone in the heartland, the Scavengers Museum. D-ball too drunk to dream. Good
Oh,
shot. Boy, didn't scratch. Good
so
shot.
close.
Come on, Team Easton. I'm the Team Easton. Let's go, kids. I'm betting on you.
All right.
One of these teams is from Kansas, the other from Oklahoma.
You know what he's thinking? Come on, shoot your shot. Come on, just shoot it. It's so tough. Come on, just shoot it. Get out of my way.
It's hard to wait on another guy and be polite, right?
And he's weighing the decision like he's getting a third
Oh, it
mortgage.
is hard to wait on another guy. Uh-oh, there goes Whitey.
Oh
Oh, he's
no!
all right.
Oh,
All
he's
he's got to
hooked.
do is jump the 3 ball, and I think I'll push.
I think I think so too. No jump there.
Jumping Bobby Doss could get over that thing and hit the two. There's several people who could do it. Yeah.
Lot, lots of people can jump that and not that too well.
He's getting ready to do it. He must have
I'm
one of
just not one
them
of them.
$900 super jumpers.
I'm just not one of them. I can't do that. Yeah. Well, now he's left the jump.
That was a stall.
Yeah.
He's stalling. He's just stalling. He didn't know what to do. That's the easiest thing he could think of from where he was at. I bet he gets the shot back. No? Holy cow. God, people have a lot more confidence in their ability to jump than I do.
My personal observation of my very mediocre jumping, if I pull out the jump cue, my odds of losing that match go up tremendously.
If I owned a jump cue, I'd be $500 poorer.
I have an old bungee jump cue. It's been sitting in my it's been sitting in its case. I'm going to say 15 years. It's not come out once.
I jump balls, but I've never jumped one with a jump cue. I've never owned a jump cue.
Ah, they're fun. They're fun. I can't shoot with it for anything. I guess I could practice and try and get good. But... Oh, look at this. Try to pocket that 6 ball.
Well, he wants to. When you're looking for a serendipitous arrangement with fate, children, at least try to win the game. Cut, cut that toe ball thin into the 9 ball. Hit them as hard as. If you hit the balls as hard as you can, what are your odds that you end up it's good for you or it's good for them?
I'd say it's 50-50.
That's right. And if you're actually trying to do something constructive, how does that change the odds?
Well, you might get a little edge. Might be
You get
worth it.
it. Well, you get a little edge. But of
Hey,
course,
look at
there
that.
it is.
You did that
Well,
nice. But
there's
you're
nothing,
right.
there's nothing between him and victory but 6 balls.
That's a good point, though. You're basically re-breaking the balls when you
That's
slam that.
exactly. It's a big. We used to call it a big frame shot. Buddy
yeah.
Hall coined that term, the big frame shot.
Oh yeah.
If breaking the balls is an advantage, then hitting the balls as hard as you can any other time during the game is that same advantage.
Yeah, when you step back and you say, well, geez, I'm in a sticky situation here, so 50-50 is better than what I'm facing.
And you change everything.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, oh, hey, if you don't, in life, if you don't like something, change it. And change it the most you can, so all you can do is perform from that point on.
Yep. That's a very mature point of view.
That's from getting my head kicked in all the time for many years. We got to talk about what I'm seeing here in a few minutes.
You're seeing Minecraft, huh?
No, I don't even know what's that.
Blocks. You see blocks, big blocks, like Lego pieces.
Not no, they don't even. They're not like. They look like interconnected Higgs field particles, popping, not particles. No, if they give them dimensionality, I'm scaring everybody.
This looks like a two-way scratch shot. You can screw it up to the left. You can screw it up to the right. You got to be careful.
Or you can roll it to the end rail and just be behind. Oh, or you can play to win. That's my kind of guy. Now, what do you do here for real? If you want to win, what is the shot? If you want to win in this inning,
Well, what would you do?
I cross the seven, let the cue ball roll to the end rail so I could shoot the nine in one of the corners down where he is. And if I don't make the seven cross side, I hopefully I'm behind the nine so he can't see the seven. That's why they called her area tidy.
Well,
At
I
least
like
we're
your way.
having fun.
I like
That's
your
what
way. It's not going
that
to
is
lose the
what
cue
I
ball.
do. It's what I do.
Anything else is going to lose the cue ball.
It's what I do. I, yeah, my height, I've never done better than beat three U.S. Open winners in a row at Derby City,
That's all, huh?
and they never won a game. Mika Immonen, I knocked him out. He was the defending champion. Jimmy Reed, well, Freddie the Beard never won the U.S. Open, but he never won a game either. He helped put my wife through college. He did. Him, Tommy Spencer, and Joey Gold together put my wife through college.
It's very kind of them.
It was hard work. They played good.
He's got to
Not
catch.
high.
He had to
Oh,
catch.
God, he did hit the point, didn't he?
He had to hit the point, or he was going to go in the drink.
Good clean stroke. He stayed down, finished the shot. I like that.
Too close
It
to
is
call.
4-4. Double the bet. Double the bet.
Double.
I got
I was
Easton.
close
I
against
got
two.
Easton. Huh? What?
I'm not betting against you. Not betting against you. I think
That's
these
the
guys.
smartest thing you've done this week.
These two teams are so evenly matched.
They are.
It's just
These two men sure are.
if I bet against you, it would just be gambling.
Well, let's flip a coin for 100, so one of us can get gas money out of here.
I used to know a guy who did that all the time. Flip you for 100. Never understood it. I know two people who did it. I know two people who would flip you for 100. Drop the hat anytime you want. Oh.
I've never showed you the two-headed coin gag, have I?
No.
Hey, you think they don't have them?
Oh no, I know they have them. Just go to the magic shop.
No, real ones. You couldn't tell them from, you know. Uh, that's a story for another time. Not at the magic shop, for sure. They're not at the magic shop. If he can run out, I think that's it. They're only a race to 5, right? Oh God.
Oh, bad news.
Oh God.
Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Aside from being hooked, this is a really runnable table.
Well, jump that ball. There he goes. They run out. Oh, he didn't pull the trigger, did he?
Not trivial.
1, 2, 3. Oh, God. Good. Come on, go ahead with your bad self. Hit that ball 3 rails.
I think
Really?
that's all you got. That's all you
Well,
got.
you can kick your cross side. You can hit it 1 rail or 2 off of the side rails, but that 5 ball is in a bad spot. You know, you want to hit the 2 for sure. And you don't want to hit it soft. You want to hit it as hard as you can.
I think this is about as good as you can do. Do it as a
He's going
3.
to go long. He did too.
Well,
Hey, it's still not easy. That 5 ball is in a tough spot. What happened there?
it's ball in hand, and I think
Oh,
it's 2, 3, 4, 9.
from where I'm sitting, he just picked up the 9.
2, 3, 4, 9. Stop shot, stop shot, stop shot.
Ooh, I see that. I still want to move that 5 ball out in case everything else went awry.
I think that 5 ball will go into the 2 ball pocket.
In the side pocket. Or the 2 ball.
No,
Yeah,
no, not
whatever.
in the side, in the corner.
No, it'll go
You
on
don't
the
have to move a
side
thing.
too. It'll go on the side too.
I don't think you have to move a thing. I think you just have to connect the dots here.
It's tough. I like your call. Get on the 4-9 and
Bye, you're done.
it's Miller time. Well, the kiss is still there. The safety's there. Yes. Take a
Good.
chance to win. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Send that 4 ball off the rail down there to the Brunswick at the under end of the table. Go ahead. Hit it
Off.
good, kid. Hit it good, kid. You got to hit it lower than that.
You just draw off that 4 ball into the 9.
You don't have to draw. You just hit it with center ball. It's sliding ball. Get it done with the right hit. Draw as a variable you don't want. High English won't get it done. I don't believe it.
Well, that looked like it was more than 90 degrees to me, but maybe it's not. Slide it, say.
Yeah. This is all about the correct hit on the 4. And he's hit it with high. That's the hardest way to make this 9.
He's on this. This is the hill. So if there's any pressure in this match, that's it. He did it
He
beautifully.
did it too. Oh, good man. That's the guy I
Wow.
bet on, man. Where's my 100? See, Team Easton, ask everybody at home. That's me. Where'd she come from?
All right, this was a great match.
We
This
had
was fun
fun.
commentary. Let's do the next one. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.
Yeah, this
We're
is
the
Bert
sponsors.
Kinnister and Rob signing out. Inside pool. You can't get enough. There they go. Team Easton, I want my 100.
You're not getting it from me. All right, Bert.
Good.
See you later.
But sometimes you're going to scratch. If you learn this speed, and it's easily learnable, you're not going to be scratching. Not hit as good as the rest, but that's okay. Now when you have to get back to the other side of the table, that's shot 8. You want to go one rail and back to the other side of the table. You take the time between these shots to set up the next shot, to put the target on the other side. If you have somebody helping you and setting up the shots for you, it might help you get in stroke, but what you're going to learn, you're going to be playing and you're going to be in stroke, and you need to be in stroke to play good. Here, there's pauses between each shot so that you can bring your entire mind to each shot. If you come up from your chair, this is what it's teaching you, to come up from your chair without being in stroke and using your knowledge and ability to execute coming in fresh for each shot instead of relying on being in stroke to play. Knowledge and ability to execute and your memory is playing a big part here.